It's because I couldn't come up with anything else, honestly. But keeping in mind that this is a Halloween-themed chapter meeting, today I would like to discuss something that I felt or someone that I saw in the school about a year back. So slightly spooky, and this is the first time that I'm actually saying this out loud because over the last year I've not had the courage to speak to anyone about it. I've not had the courage to say the words out loud. To this day, it still affects me. That area still haunts me, and I still can't stop thinking about it. This was in the March of 2014, very close to UOL examinations, and we were spending hours in school studying our subject guides and reference materials and whatnot. You guys know. This happened at about 10:50 p.m., pitch dark, and at 10:45 p.m. you have the school speakers buzzing, asking you to get out of the school. Now, I kind of wonder whether they're asking you to get out because they want to shut down the building or because they're concerned about your safety. 10:50. I was in the same block that we are today, packing up. I was with a couple of friends, felt completely secure, not scared at all. Usually I'm scared of the dark, but I was with a couple of friends. It was okay, no worries at all. We decided to pack up, we decided to leave. I said, you know what, you guys go ahead, wait for me near the lift. I'm gonna go use the washroom. So it was just me. I stepped into the washroom, and there was no one there inside, of course, because it was 10:50, and you don't see a lot of people. You don't see a lot of people who are visible anyway inside, washrooms at that time. But I checked the doors; everything was empty. All of the cubicles were empty. I chose one. I got inside. Before I could move my limb, I looked down. And I saw a shadow that was staring right at me. It was dark, but it felt like it was staring right at me, like it was about to jump at me. And for a moment, I felt paralyzed. I could not move my limbs. I could not comprehend what just happened, what I just saw, what is in front of me right now. I could not comprehend what was happening. And I couldn't move. It was like something else had taken control over my body. It was like something else was controlling my limbs. I could not run. I could not find the strength in my limbs to run. All of this happened in a fraction of a second. I stood there, stunned, and waited for it to pass. And it did. It slid through. And I was inside a cubicle surrounded by 3 wooden walls, one, I don't know, whatever material that is behind me. I was surrounded, and I felt wind in my face and in my feet. And I was shivering, like I am right now as I recount this. Found all the strength that I had in my body and unlocked the door. And I was successful, and thank God I was. I ran out of the washroom. I ran for my life. And as soon as I stepped out, I heard familiar voices. I heard the voices of my friends. I said, oh, it's comfortable. The lift was there. The voices were coming from here. So I thought, yeah, my friends got lazy as usual. They're still there. They didn't go to the lift like I asked them to. So I run in the hope that I'll see my friends. I run all the way. Similar setting outside. And it's pitch dark. So this usually does not happen if you've seen SIM at night. It's usually never pitch dark, even if it's 11:30. That's the maximum I've seen of that. It was pitch dark. There was no lights. I walked further and something asked me to stop. So I stopped right there. I stopped for a second, but then again, something pulled me closer. Something pulled me closer to the corner, and I went. I don't know what I was thinking. Now when I think about it, I was like, maybe I should have just run back. I've run back. So I go into the corner, and I see, and I can't hear the voices anymore. I cannot hear my friends anymore. And I see the silhouette of a man who's sitting on the bench. And he's wearing a uniform. So, and it's a blue uniform. So I tell myself maybe it's a security guard and maybe he just wants to close down the lecture theater, which is right there. Tell myself that. I turn around, but then something compels me to look back. And when I look back, after precisely 3 seconds, I don't see anything. I felt paralyzed again for a second. I did. But I had to find the courage, the strength to run. And I did. I did. And I ran back to the elevator and I found my friends there. But I was so shocked, I could not tell my friends what had just happened. So I went back home without saying a word to anyone else. And I haven't spoken a word to anyone else about this until today. So I kept telling myself, maybe it's just in my head, maybe it was the security guard, maybe I just wanted to log the LT. And that's how, I said, that's how I'm going to live with it, that's how I'm going to dismiss it. Until a month later, I tell myself, I can't live with this any longer. I go to the security guards, and they're all wearing yellow costumes. So I ask them, do you have guys who are in blue costumes at any time? And the answer I get is, we only had them about 8 years back. Thank you.